So as we looked at earlier today, the mock draft scene has definitely changed since the NFL Combine has started. So I wanted to do a full 7-round mock draft of Cincinnati Bengals. I know I did one in earlier's video when we looked at the prospect, but that was kind of more centered around that said prospect. This is going to be more centered around just in general what could be available, who could be available at this said time. Now, the first biggest change that you're going to see as Brock Bowers goes number 6 to the Georgia is that, for example, Tyler Guyton has dropped drastically when it comes to these mock drafts. He used to be right below Mims. Now he is all the way down to almost the second round. So what was going to be a guaranteed, almost guaranteed first round pick, he has dropped down a lot. Which, again, happens when it comes to these mock drafts because, let's be honest, they're not, the combine changes so much when it comes to perspective on said players. For example, look at this. The Penn State tackle, who was guaranteed to go within the top 10 picks or top 11 picks, is now being dropped down to almost our said pick. So you're going to see this happen over the next couple of days as these players are dropping more and more down the draft board. Fuaga is going up the draft board. Byron Murphy, who was available at one point at our pick, is now going to be a top 10 pick, according to the Combine. Nate Wiggins, who was dropping to us in other drafts, he's now going inside the top 10, and so on and so on. So again, like I said, you're going to see some weird different picks happening. Now, here's the thing, right? We have a couple guys we could go with at pick 18 here. Number 1 is going to be Jackson Powers Johnson, the center from Oregon, who could also play right guard or center or left guard, which would be a huge improvement for us over Cordell Volson, for being honest here. We could go with J.C. Latham, who is honestly, probably in my opinion, the best pick here, just because he is a right tackle. He's not agile enough or agile enough to really be left tackle. His size limits him a lot when it comes to being anything but right tackle. But 6'6", 335 pounds, absolutely just dominant right side guy. And as I know we talked about yesterday with Frank Pollock, saying that, a lot of these guys, it's hard for them to transition right to the NFL. This is a guy who can transition very well to the NFL as he has played in Alabama. And that is more or less a pro-level offense. Then we have Jorzan Newton out of Illinois. An 84 pass rushing grade, 77.1 run stuffing grade. I love this guy. I really do. And I have a lot more, love for him as the last couple weeks has gone through. Watched a lot more of his tape. And I'm really just getting more and more into the fact that he is an absolute monster. We have Kool-Aid McKinstry, who also is another option. And then we have Brian Thomas, who is not an option, in my opinion. So I'm going J.C. Latham. Could you go with the center? Absolutely. Could you go with, Newton? Absolutely. But I'm going to go ahead and go with him. Now, because I went with him, Chop Robinson, the guy who actually was projected to go in the first round, and now after the Combine has started, he has dropped down to the second round. So now he's dropping down where before he was not dropping down at all. And if we go ahead and look, now that we got a right tackle, this is a easy pick. And it kind of sucked because earlier in my mock draft, I passed on him because I went tackle. And that's really not the best idea here. He is an absolute animal. Let me say it like this. I forget which team it was that he played, but one of the teams that he played in college last year, they had to change the whole entire system. Change how the whole, not system, game plan for that game because they knew they could not block Chop Robinson. They knew they couldn't block him. So they had to change the whole entire system of the game plan of that game because they're like, we can't block this guy. So they couldn't run the ball. So they had to roll out to the left-hand side because he was rolling out the right-hand side the whole entire game and they couldn't stop him. So they had to change the whole system. That is domination, to say the least. He played outside tackle and off-ball linebacker. He's an edge rusher. He's 6'3", 250 pounds from Penn State. He is an absolute animal. And if he's available at second round, you're taking him 100%. Third round here. This is where you could go with more of a defensive lineman here. And 6'3", 290 pounds, and Brandon Dorless. I'm actually going to... Ooh, a couple options I like here. Backup lineman. 6'7", 315 pounds. More of a project. I'm going defensive line. I'm going defensive line here. And that's going to be the pick there. Christian Jones. See, I'm not against the idea of taking more than one tackle here, especially for depth purposes, if anything. And he's played mainly right tackle. Oh, wait, hold up. We do have Max Melton here. I'm going Christian Jones, another right tackle. And then I'm looking 5th round here, more for a tight end prospect. But to be honest, see, this is the weird spot. We have 175. I know I took Blake Bell, not Blake Bell. I took Bell last draft, Jaheim Bell. I really do like him. I think he could be a really good player for us. But there are a couple positions I do want to look at here. And one of them being cornerback, which at this pick, at 148, probably not going to jump on the corner here. 6'2", 188 from Arkansas. I am absolutely going to jump on the corner here. I like that guy a lot, actually. And now Bell went, which means that we actually got A.J. Bonner. So, another tight end here. Could go running back at this spot. I really do like Hunter here. We actually took him in my last draft. He played right tackle in college, right guard, center, left guard, and left tackle. Which, you want to talk about, again, Penn State's not a small college. You want to talk about a multi-versatile asset there. That is an absolute monster of a player. Being able to just, really do a little bit of everything. And you love to see that out of a player. You absolutely love to see that there. Yeah, I'll take a linebacker from UCLA here. And our last pick, I wouldn't be against the idea. Yeah, I'll just go with guard again. I went really offensive heavy in this draft. We took what? 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive linemen in this draft. Took an edge rusher, a defensive lineman. I mean, my first 3 picks were all A's, which I like. B+. Yeah, this pick, I understand why this pick might be a little bit of, maybe, I don't know about that. A.J. Bonner, I do like that pick. I do like the center here. And then a linebacker, I really do like this guy. And then the guard, holy cross. Interesting. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.